Hello. This is Alexandria, or Alex, my daughter. She's not too happy right now. You can go. You can go. But, my message is about how 2 years ago, January of '07, she began suffering from spells. These spells were unexplainable at the time. We couldn't figure out why or how she was, what these spells were for. It started in that January of that year. About the middle of the month, she became, we thought she was just very tired because she was doing a lot of sleeping. But she would open her eyes and whine for about maybe 20-30 seconds, and then she'd go right back to sleep. Or at least we thought she was sleeping. She was very lethargic. Her arms and her legs were completely limp. And after a day of this, we carried her to the hospital. And they ran all kinds of tests on her, and they couldn't figure out why she was doing this. So they admitted her to the hospital to keep an eye on her for about 4 days. And after that, she got over the spell really within 36 hours. There's probably no need to keep her in the hospital that long, but they did. 6 weeks passed, and then almost 6 weeks to the day, she fell right back into the same spell again. Or we thought maybe it was a brain disorder or a neurological thing, or maybe she'd gotten into something, but it just seemed kind of strange that at the time she hit her second spell. It was close to her first birthday, and we couldn't figure out what was going on, so we carried her back to the hospital again, and again they did more tests, and again within 36 hours it was over. And I predicted that within 6 weeks she would do it again, and it would last 36 hours, and lo and behold, 6 weeks later, about the middle of April, she did it again. And we admitted her to the hospital. They even did a EEG and CAT scan and MRI and all kinds of things, tests on her. Every possible test you could think of. I felt bad that we had to do that, but we wanted to find out what was going on. And we never did. They never did find anything wrong. Everything was perfectly normal. And I predicted that around the end of May, 6 weeks after that, she would do it again. However, our family was hit with 2 tragedies in the month of May. My father's sister, my aunt, that we were very close to, had passed away the 1st of May. And it really wasn't too much of a surprise because she had cancer and she'd been suffering for a while. But the next was the kicker. Exactly 2 weeks to the day that she passed away, my father suddenly passed away. Now, he wasn't a picture of health, but at the same time, he wasn't sick either. He was diabetic and had heart problems for years, so, nobody could really, predicting his death wouldn't be too hard, but however, it's just very a shame. And then 2 weeks later, when she was supposed to start those spells, she never did. And it's been 2 years, and those spells have never happened again, before or since. Now, in these spells, she was, like I said, she was very lethargic. She would go limp. You'd pick her up, and she'd just go completely limp, and about every few minutes, she'd open her eyes up and whine for about 10 seconds and then go right back into it, almost like she was trying to fight it. My brother and many other people have come up with logical explanations for it, and as well as me. You try to think logically about it. It's just a matter of timing and coincidence, but there's a problem, it just seems almost like she was trying to tell us something. That's the mystery behind this disorder. I wish I could say more about it, but it's hard to do because nobody really knows exactly what happened. But that's the story and the mystery behind little Alex's disorder, or whatever it was that she was suffering from. And it just seems very strange that she stopped immediately after those 2 deaths. It never happened again. Was she warning us, or was it just a logical explanation as to some sort of neurological thing that cleared itself up? Which is what I would kind of inclined to believe, but still, it makes you think, and that's the whole thing. Well, that's the end of my video. If you want to comment on it, you can. If you want to tell me what you think, you can. If you want to tell me I'm a nut, you can. But well, that's all I have for now. Thanks.